Hello everyone, welcome to the online practical session of your second PUC Electronics. In this session, we are going to see what are the experiments we are going to conduct in a lab, and we are also going to see how the marks will be split into different categories. That is, I already told you in the very first session of your second PUC Electronics theory introduction that the total 100 marks will be split into 70 and 30. That is, 70 marks will be for your theory and 30 marks will be for your practical exam. So, how that 30 marks will be further subdivided into different categories ಅನ್ನೋದನ್ನ ಈ session ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡ್ತೀವಿ. So, firstly, let us look into the list of experiments what we are going to conduct in our second PUC Electronics. The very first experiment is the realization of gates using NAND. Realization of gates using NAND, and the second one is realization of gates using NOR. These NAND and NOR are called as the universal gates because by using these NAND and NOR we can realize all other gates, or we can construct all other gates like NAND, NOR, XOR, XNOR, NOT, like these other gates can be realized. Hence, it is called as the universal gates. So, in these two experiments, we are going to see how these NAND gates and NOR gates are used to construct the AND gates, that is the basic gates like AND, OR and NOT. In the very first experiment, using NAND anta helidaga, we are going to use the 7400 IC. 7400 IC, and in the second experiment using NOR anta helidaga, we are going to use 7402 IC. So, with the help of these ICs, we are going to construct the basic gates like AND, OR, NOT, XOR, XNOR, like this. So, these experiments or these realizations will be seen in the very first and second experiment. Coming to the third experiment, that is half adder and half subtractor. These are adders and subtractors are playing a major role in our day-to-day calculation life. So, that can either be a simple mobile phone calculation or that can either be a simple calculator. So, we are going to construct a circuit where our device, that is, we are going to use 7400 and construct a circuit which will be acting like a half adder and half subtractor. Why the name half adder and half subtractor? We just can add two numbers and we just can subtract two numbers. So, the name half adders. Even for this experiment, we are going to use NAND gate IC, that is 7400. Coming to the next experiment, that is SR flip-flop. Flip-flop is playing a major role in today's memory devices. So, memory devices anta helidaga, these flip-flops are nothing but the memory storage devices. One flip-flop can store 1 bit of data anta helidini. So, we are going to construct this SR flip-flop. S stands for set and R stands for reset. Then we are going to check for this set and reset condition. Whenever I am giving two inputs, one is set, the other one is reset. For two inputs, I have to get 4 different outputs, that is 2 to the power of 2, which is equal to 4. So, how those 4 outputs will be got for different combinations of these two inputs will be seen in this experiment, that is SR flip-flop. Coming to the next experiment, that is op-amp as inverting and non-inverting amplifier. We know that amplifier is very much important in order to strengthen the weak signal. Then we can either use a transistor as an amplifier or op-amp as an amplifier. So, in this experiment, we are going to use op-amp and construct two different circuits. The very first one is the inverting amplifier circuit, the next one is the non-inverting amplifier circuit. We are just going to see the difference between inverting and non-inverting amplifier. We are just going to calculate the gain of the amplifier circuit. That is, gain anta helidre it is nothing but the multiplier anta tilkomodu. That is, the gain of an amplifier A is nothing but output voltage divided by input voltage. So, output will be equal to A into V in. Suppose I am applying an input voltage of 5 volts and if the gain is equal to 100 anta helidaga, the output voltage will be equal to 5 into 100, that is 500. So, the input voltage which was just equal to 5 volts now will be appearing at the output with an amplified version of 500 volts. So, we are going to calculate the gain in this experiment, that is op-amp as inverting and op-amp as non-inverting amplifier. Coming to the next experiment, that is op-amp as adder and subtractor. Op-amp means operational amplifier. Why it is called as operational amplifier ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ, because it can perform all the mathematical operations like addition, subtraction, multiplication, integration, differentiation. Hence it is called as op-amp or the operational amplifier. So how the op-amp can be used as an amplifier, as an adder, and how this op-amp can be constructed as a subtractor, that we are going to see in this sixth experiment. Coming to the next two experiment, that is first order active high pass filter and first order active low pass filter. In our first PUC, we conducted an experiment RC low pass filter. RC, that is, those two are the passive components. Apart from those two passive components, we are having another passive component, that is inductor. So there are three types of passive component: resistor, capacitor and inductor. Here we are using active high pass filter. The word active high pass filter anta ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ, along with these passive components, we are going to use the active components also, that is op-amp. We are going to use op-amp here along with the passive components in order to construct these high pass and the low pass filters. High pass filter and the low pass filter. High pass, it allows the high frequency signals to pass through and removes the low frequency signals. Coming to this low pass filter, it allows the low frequency signals to pass into the next stage of the circuit and blocks the higher frequency signals. So we are going to study the behavior of this filter circuit with the help of a semi-log graph sheet. Coming to the next experiment, that is CE amplifier. CE stands for common emitter. Emitter is one of the terminals of a transistor. Transistor is having three different terminals: emitter, base and the collector, and we are having three different configurations of the transistor, that is common emitter, common base and the common collector. So here in the lab, we are going to use the transistor in the common emitter configuration, and we are going to check how the transistor will behave like an amplifier. Transistor is having two major applications, right? One is as a switch, the other one is as an amplifier. And in this experiment, we are going to check how our transistor will behave like an amplifier. Coming to the next experiment, that is Colpitts oscillator, phase shift oscillator and Weinberg oscillators. Oscillators are nothing but the circuits which generate electrical oscillations, and oscillator circuits are of different types, that is LC oscillators, RC oscillators and crystal oscillators. This Colpitts oscillator is of LC type, where we are going to use inductor and a capacitor. Then phase shift and Weinberg oscillators are RC oscillators type, where we are going to use resistor and capacitors. So with the help of these three circuits, these are different types of circuits what we are going to use in order to generate the electrical oscillations. So we are going to conduct an experiment: Colpitts oscillator, phase shift oscillator and Weinberg oscillator to generate the electrical oscillations, and the output will be seen with the help of CRO. Coming to the next experiment, that is addition of two 8-bit numbers using 8051 and multiplication of two 8-bit numbers using 8051. These days microcontroller are playing a major part in our day-to-day life. So 8051 is a microcontroller. With the help of that microcontroller kit, we are going to perform two programs. One is for addition, the other one is for multiplication, and for different input combinations we are going to check the output. So these two are microcontroller programs. Coming to this 15th and 16th experiment, that is program to find the roots of quadratic equation and program to find the largest of three numbers. These two are the C programs. Yes, C programs will also be studied, as I have already discussed in your syllabus. So these are the two programs what we are going to conduct in the computer lab, with the help of which we are going to see the output for different combinations of input. So quadratic equations you have already solved in your school level, that is x is equal to minus b plus or minus root of b square minus 4ac divided by 2a. So we will be giving three different inputs, a, b and c. for those 3 different inputs, what will be the value of x or what will be the value of x will be calculated in this 15th experiment. In this 16th experiment, we are going to give 3 different numbers, out of which we are going to get one number which is the largest of the 3. So we are going to write a separate program with the help of which we will be conducting these 2 experiments. Coming to the next 2 experiment, that is JK flip-flop and 4-bit. This is 4-bit mod 10 counter. So as I have already told you, flip-flop is one of the memory storage device. We are going to see SR flip-flop and also JK flip-flop in your second year PUC. Apart from that, we are also going to construct a circuit which counts, that is, it counts a count of 10. So with the help of IC, that is 7490, we are going to construct a circuit which will be acting like a counter. So these are some of the experiments what we are going to conduct in our second PUC practicals. Now we will see how the 30 marks will be split into different categories. So this is how the total 30 marks will be split into different categories. The very first category is record. Maintaining a record is very important. You have to write the experiment, each and every experiment in the record, and that record must be corrected whenever you come to the next lab. So for maintaining a record, you will be getting a marks of 6, and the next one is initial write-up. Initial write-up andid takshana, as soon as you enter the exam, you have to submit your lab records. After submitting the lab record, you have to pick one sheet of paper in which the experiment will be written. Experiment will be written on only one experiment name will be written on that sheet of paper. So you have to conduct that experiment for your exam. So after you get to know which experiment you have got, then you have to write the aim, apparatus required in order to conduct that experiment, tabular column, circuit diagram, any of the formulas if you are having, any nature of the graph if present, and then result. Result andid takshana, don't mug up the result before itself and write those results as soon as you get a sheet of paper. So what you have to do is, you have to write the heading as result and leave it blank. After conducting the experiment, you are going to fill that result column. So the initial write-up must contain all of these things, that is aim, apparatus required, circuit diagram, tabular column, formula, nature of graph, result, all those things. For writing that initial write-up, you will be getting a marks of 6 marks. Tabular column andid takshana, it is an empty tabular column which will be filled while conducting the exam. So the next part is connection and the conducting. Connection and conducting anta helidaga, the way how we are going to connect the apparatus given for you with the connecting wires what is given for you, that will be carrying a separate marks of 6. You have to connect the circuit very neatly and clearly, which will be carrying a separate marks of 6. Then the next part is formula. For many of the experiments you will be having formulas, so you have to mention the formula correctly. For mentioning the formulas you will be getting a separate marks of 2. And for viva, after conducting the experiment, at the end of the lab exam you will be having the viva, where for answering every of the questions correctly, then 4 marks you will be getting. So the result andid takshana, I told you the result block must be not filled. After conducting the experiment, you have to fill the result block. If you are mentioning any of the quantities, then you have to measure with the units. If you are writing voltage, then its unit is volt. If you are writing any measurement of current, then ampere is the unit. So writing the units is very important. If you are not writing the units, whatever you have measured, then you will not be getting this complete 2 marks. And the last one is calculation. Calculation anta helidaga, each and every experiment will be having calculation. The calculation can be simple or complex, but you have to show those calculations which will be carrying a separate marks of 4. So totally the lab exams will be conducted for 30 marks, and that 30 marks will be split in this particular manner. I hope you are very much clear with this introduction session of your lab. I will be coming soon with the first experiment in the next session. Thank you.